There are some days for me, they're just dreary. I feel like I wish I could pull the covers over my head and not get up. On those days, I feel like I need a gallon of coffee to get me going. And in the evening after one of those days, I feel like sinking down on the sofa with a tub of ice cream, double chocolate ice cream, and just call it a day. Just be done with it. And there are other days when I feel like, oh, the sun is out, and I feel all excited and getting going and exploring on an adventure, and I feel like I have a spring in my step and be up and about. So sometimes I wonder what makes the difference in between one kind of day and another kind of day. And sometimes it can be in the same day. Sometimes what I feel like dread or also excitement to look forward to something. Why I treasure our Bible passages so much is because they reflect our very experiences. That's where I connect. That's where they come alive for me. Like Elijah, from whom we heard, he was all fire and flame for God. He did the good fight. He was all on the go. But then when Jezebel came after him, he was like, I'm done. I'm just done. He fell down. He ran off in the wilderness. And he said, Lord, take my soul. I'm done. He was suicidal. He just was suicidal. He didn't know what else to do. In that situation, God sent a messenger to bring him some food, to care for him, and the messenger came again. And I wonder sometimes whether we can be those messengers. Now, in her book, Brené Brown has a beautiful book. It's called The Atlas of the Heart. And she describes all different kinds of feelings and emotions. Usually, what we know is being glad, being mad, being sad. Those are the main three things we do. But there are so many more emotions and feelings that we feel that we have a hard time to name and express and pay attention to. And I think for me, this Atlas of the Heart, or just trying to name, how am I feeling right now? What is it like? What words do I give it? And share it with someone that already makes a difference, that already can help. Now, our Psalms, the good old Psalms in the Bible, think of them as a hymnal. I think the Psalms were Jesus' hymnal. And they were sung. Unfortunately, we don't know the melodies that were sung to. So the Benedictine monastic community, they sing them, they put them to music. And the unique part of the Psalms is their prayers, but also once you read the Psalms and allow yourself to go through them, every single emotion finds experience and expression in the Psalms. There can be rage and fury when someone is accosted. There can be the lament and the heartbreak and the, oh my dear. It can be the song of ascent going to Jerusalem. There can be the excitement. Wow, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. You feel like the excitement and the energy. So going through the Psalms helps us connect to all the emotions, all the feelings that we feel and to express them. And Jesus used these psalms as prayers to express what was on his heart, where he struggled. You remember him being crucified. He uses actually the little words of Psalm 22. God, why did you abandon me? Feeling abandoned, feeling overwhelmed, feeling down, feeling elated, all the different feelings. What can we do with them? I think one of the greatest gifts we have is to feel our feelings. It's like with grief. There is no medicine for grief. It just doesn't go away. The medicine for grieving is grieving itself. And other feelings as well. So to feel the feelings, to express them, to share them, and then act on them or don't act in them. So that's where the discernment comes. What is this feeling an invitation for? Is there an action you can take so it doesn't overcome you, or how to deal with it? Give an example. James Hollis, wonderful writer, psychologist. I read many of his books. And he describes one of his experiences as a child growing up. He was angry about something. And when he was really angry and tried to express that anger, his dad took a water hose, this was outside in the backyard, and sprayed him with cold water. Yikes. Exactly, yikes. So the message he got is, anger is not okay. I cannot express my anger. I have to hide it inside. And there is some wisdom to the understanding that anger not expressed, but repressed, can become anger against yourself and can turn into a depression. When I'm hard on myself, taking it all in and holding back and not express it out and feel it. The alternative to not feeling the feelings and not expressing them is being numb, suppressing them, holding them all in and being encapsulated and being like maybe in a straitjacket and living disconnected with your heart and with your soul, with your own life energy that wants to find expression. Now, when Jesus was with his disciples and he was aware that his time was very limited, that he would die, he would be gone. His disciples were not ready, that they just could not imagine. They just don't know how to go on without you. So they were afraid, they were worrying, they were clinging in fear. And Jesus said, trust, open up, let it go, and trust the process. It's gonna work out, it's gonna be okay. Faith at its core for me is to trust the process and to know that in the highs and the lows, I'm held and the sun will rise again in one way or another. So, I have these days, they're just awful. And sometimes in the same day, it's kind of, yay, or ooh. What do we do with those days? Well, for me, it's getting up anyway, even if that gallon of coffee doesn't do a big deal. Getting up anyway. Sometimes it's just getting up. And if you can't get up, maybe it's time to call for help. what are you doing with your feelings, with your emotions? Where and how is a safe place for you to express them and to know that you're held